Hi there, this is Jess, and this is attempt number 3 at my video, and I'm hoping that this one works and has sound and everything and is viewable. Um, so just to remind everybody, I am doing my field placement at an agency that provides case management services to adults with mental illness, and I'm focusing a lot of my work on the young adult side of that, with folks who are transitioning from the juvenile system of services to adult services. So the my question this week is, what is the biggest social justice issue you're facing in your field placement? And my answer is that it's for these kids who are turning 18, 19, 20, 21, and their services are ending. Their children's services are ending. And they really don't have adequate adult services. They don't really have an adequate transition set up for them. They end up kind of floundering. A lot of kids just kind of lose their services. They lose their main care kind of automatically when they turn 21. And if they don't have a case manager, they may not realize that they're still eligible for main care as an adult, or what steps they need to take to access main care. And without that, main care is Maine's Medicaid program. And without that, they really can't access services at all often. So, what can end up happening is a lot of hospitalizations, they can end up in the criminal justice system, that sort of thing. Um, Many of the folks that we're working with that are in the situation where they're transitioning are people who have been in the foster care system often multiple times. So they've been maybe removed from their biological parents, put back with their biological parents, removed again. This can happen any number of times. And then they've also often been in multiple foster homes, just going from home to home to home. Sometimes they end up in treatment foster homes, sometimes in a juvenile detention center. Um, and And so what's happening kind of from a young age, everything in the system is failing these kids. Their parents and family are failing. And then, the state agencies who are stepping in are failing to assure that these kids have a stable, caring environment in which they can grow. And then, the services in place to help them with whatever sort of issues might be happening as a result of their early life, and often their very traumatic early life. So a lot of times, as these kids age physically, they're not necessarily aging emotionally, and they're kind of stuck in this young place where they're not really able to process a lot of things. They're not really able to kind of grow into their potential. They're not often able to understand responsibilities. They haven't had any kind of role models to um, look at as what a healthy, sort of reasonable adult looks like. Um, and so then they're just kind of floating around and very damaged as people. And they come into adult services lacking a lot of life skills and a lot of emotional skills. So I'm really looking forward to the piece of my field placement that's going to involve advocacy for these kids and looking at what services are available and what's not available, and doing some legislative advocacy and just kind of making people aware of what's going on, and of how many kids are facing this challenge and are really unprepared for it, and what the consequences of that situation is. So that is my biggest social justice issue. I'm looking forward to hearing from everyone else about theirs. Hope everybody is having a good week, and we'll talk to you next time.